Hey, what up, guys? Fiago back here with another video. Kind of doing a, I know people like it's like, oh, 2 views, a con review, but I do regardless, despite if I don't get media passionate then. But I've been to, as you can see, I'll show all my badges. I've been going to, because it's con week, so I've been going to a couple conventions just out of the blue. I know originally I said I wasn't going to Con-Palooza. I'll just say in a second. But I just have some thoughts on some of these cons, pros and highs. Still going to Matsuri. That might be that I gotta take off my glasses. It's really hot. Got the light shining on me. So I might go to Matsuri. I am going to Matsuri because I have a panel out there. Really late at night, but I have a panel in Matsuri. But I just kind of want to talk about some of these cons. Might do a TikTok video, see how long this goes. So I guess and I won't do them in order. I kind of do big or small. So the first one we went to, well, I guess this is the one. I went to Abilene Con because I went to ACU school, so I went there 2 days, small convention, kind of cool. Wasn't a taking tournament, not much to say. Just want to put that on there. I went to another one, small one in Conroe. It was about an hour from where I live. That was Kumikwan. This is their 4th year. It's pretty cool. I got to meet the voice actor of Kaiji. He signed it for me. He was pretty cool. It was like $20, I think he signed it. I didn't really know what to get him to sign, to say, but it was cool because I was like, oh, he's going to be there, and to pay. The other one I signed, which, give me 1 second, because as I get up, I didn't mean to plan to do this, but I got Dragon Half signed by, I can't remember her name. Tiffany Strat, yeah. She voiced one of the characters, Doug Finn. He's in the character Dragon Half. I know the manga is popular too, but definitely check it out. Yeah, so that was kind of neat. And then we got 2 big ones, like really big. We had, for the first time ever in Houston, I think it's like maybe the 3rd or 4th year, DreamCon. I went with my sister. It was the first actual convention. And then I went to Con-Palooza this weekend, which was kind of like a spur of the moment. And I had some thoughts on both of these big conventions. I just wanted to share them, highs and lows. They were both definitely pretty fun. I feel like DreamCon was more of a video game competition. They did have anime stuff there. Obviously, DreamCon's a black-owned business. I'm mixed myself. I'm black and Mexican, Afro-Latino. I was born in the state in Albuquerque, New Mexico. But so I'm mixed and a couple other things. But it was definitely interesting. It was definitely really big. It was very packed. I feel like it could have been maybe organized better, because some of the rooms are cramped. I know it was at Georgia Brown, much like Con-Palooza, which I'll get to in a second. That's what I felt on that matter, and I just kind of wanted to make a video putting it out there. But it was definitely different. Like, I submitted 2 panels and didn't get approved at DreamCon for whatever reason. So I was talking to someone that I won't say his name because I don't want to dox him or nothing, but he was a vendor. He knows who he is. A vendor at Con-Palooza, and he was saying like originally the idea it was going to be in Austin instead of Houston, which might be like some reason. I don't know, I'm blinking a lot. Might be some reason why they kind of had this shift, because I heard there's also been kind of criticism of DreamCon, and some people feel like it's wasn't really Houston based. It was more like people outside of Houston doing these panels, because if it was originally going to be in Austin, that's the interesting point they raised up. A lot of criticism I heard was that it wasn't really an anime or gaming or a comic convention, because like I use the word term nerd loose, because I guess you're talking more of a geek than a nerd, and that's another discussion. But I know like there is like a convention called BlurredCon, which is Black Nerd, but it's a lot smaller than DreamCon, a lot smaller. So they're not the first to kind of do it, but they're definitely huge on a massive scale for Dragon Con, which like I said, everything. It's like all your influencers, all your streaming, it just happened to be black convention. So I've heard this kind of confusion like that. They had like an HBCU meetup, and it was like again, this is Christmas I heard like online. You can look up on X, search with it. Like, well, what does that have to do with anything with a DreamCon? I might be the outside opinion of that, but I've heard other people that went to DreamCon that are black, they have said that. But that's kind of, I guess, my 2 cents on DreamCon. For Comicpalooza, it was pretty much the same as always. I didn't go Friday. I just went Saturday and Sunday. Sunday usually dies out. Everyone's walking around in normal clothes. There's a few cosplayers. People just doing last minute purchases. There's a couple mentions, but I kind of showed up late because I went to church, and so I was like, I didn't get there like 1, so I stayed about an hour or two, and I was at 3. Drove back because I'm an hour away from Georgia, especially with traffic and everything. So it was an interesting convention. Yeah, it's like I only really went to one panel. Comicpalooza started doing, Comicpalooza started doing this thing where the panels all on the exhibit floor, which part of me thinks like maybe they started doing that because someone probably said something too crazy and because but I feel like I like it better with Matsuri or even DreamCon where you have the panel rooms on if it's at Georgia Brown on the second level because it's less private, it's not as noisy, distracting. For whatever reason though, and this probably might be off money thing. For everything Comicpalooza does it out in the exhibit hall, that's kind of a new thing. Which I've done panels out there. My panel didn't get approved. I'll talk about if you watched my previous video. This video's going long. As I talked about at last Comicpalooza in my last video. So I was I really wasn't gonna go, but I was gifted this badge on Saturday. So I was like, I guess I'll just go. I just go and take pictures and talk to people, cosplayers. I didn't really buy anything because I just finished with my bachelor's degree. I'm out of college. So I'm looking for a job. That's beside the point. But yeah, it was just typical. But yeah, I just want to kind of get the pros and highs of the convention I'm going to. I'm even going to Matsuri. I'll see you guys there. But yeah, just want to get out there. So 7 more guys. Take care and Wanda peace.